Hello, welcome back. We found a magic site. Cypress Forest. This is a nice one because it's 1 nature gem and 1 earth gem per turn, so that's pretty good. And we also searched Traveler's Rest and found nothing. 3 battles then. First up, I asked Pythium to attack Phlegra, and he has. So good. It looks like he recruited the heavy cavalry that we wanted to recruit, unfortunately. But he's put one of Phlegra's forts under siege. That's quite nice. So there's Greater Wild. A lot of stuff. Next up, Battle in Ancient Woods. This is Phlegra taking back some territory from Marignon. Looks like 3 tyrants. One's all the way at the back. Oh, he's got the Champion's Trident. And these 2 slightly further forward. Just rolling over some PD though. Nothing too threatening there. So Ancient Woods is back in Phlegra's possession. And we also tried throwing a Barbarian at Phaeacia to see if we could get it back. And this guy, who had 1 hit point. Not very successful though. Good try. He routed. Yeah. So, Phaeacia just has 6 points of PD. Event, Cult of Gaia, spreading in Wilderness of Solitude. I assume this is because the Throne of Gaia was claimed. We'll have to try and bump up our dominion in this area to get rid of this. And that's everything. Lost some people to diseases. And we recruited the Wolfkin Rangers. Some Veti. Similar to the Rune Veti we had in our Niflheim game. Guess these guys are from Jotunheim. Sure. They're pretty good. They're size 1. They have like no hit points or protection. But you're going to get a bunch of 6 of them on a square doing 12 points of piercing damage. I guess Pierce is not great against the guy casting Skeletal Body all the time, but even so. Right, so here we are now. We almost have all of our infrastructure finished. We'll finish off the fort here this turn. That's got 1 month to go. I'm getting a lab and a temple in Traveler's Rest this turn. So we'll just have to upgrade this fort next. We've got the lab and the temple down in Woodlands already, and we almost have a shaman coming as well. So yeah, infrastructure is actually set up. Provinces aren't too bad. We're still army leader. Hopefully our economy is fixed now as well. We just need to get actual research done. And so for now, I'm going to keep this little army together, even though it is a lot of my mages. Whatever, let's keep the army together and then add in the Wolfkin Rangers. Is it Wolfkin Rangers or Wolfkin Reavers? Reavers. Send all those guys into Phaeacia, just to ranges like this. Got a bunch of guys doing Steel Breath and then all the usual units. If he moves back out to here, I don't know why he would, but if he does, that'll be fun. We'll try having a fight. But if not, we'll just range upwards and try and take some of this territory. Maybe even try and bump this army. See how much we stack up against that. Marignon had an army building up here. It looks like it's moved up. So I guess he's still not double-crossing me. He's actually still at war with Phlegra. It's good to know. And yeah, over here we can see this is the fort that Pythium's sieging as well. So I'm still not sure how to attack this fort with the god and the 40 province defense and everything. But we'll try and just grab some territory and hopefully Phlegra's just out at some point because of all the people poking at him. I don't know. I'm gonna send my god off site searching now. See what it calls. I'm gonna send Pytho here up to Forest of Pine. We'll keep site searching around here. Once that's done, I guess we'll move those guys back to the front line. I'm going to continue trying to recruit cavemen in the cave, because it seems like a nice trap. I'm putting the other cavemen back here. There's 9 plus 8, and then I think we're recruiting 10. Or 12 maybe. There's a lot of cavemen. If he walks down, it might kill a couple of Gigantes, which would be very funny. And I'm also going to try and recruit a couple of Shamblers as well in Deep Sea. Just to take this province if it stays independent for a while. Be a nice one to have. Be nice to scout around here because of course we can sail to any province from here that it's connected to. So these 2. We try taking the throne, that'd be funny. To just have a throne that's connected by sailing. Yeah. It would be especially funny to do that and just ignore this fort as well. I should try and get a scout there actually. Recruitment's very basic, I'm just getting a weaver at home. I'm getting another scout in Dunheim while the fort gets finished. And yeah, that's it. We'll start trying to do... I don't know, we still need to get some research done probably. That'll be our next priority. We'll just focus on... We've almost got 4 gems per turn. That'll be a quill every turn. And then we can start actually getting mages in all these provinces, plus shaman here. We'll use the next couple of turns, I think, to just try and catch up on research. And try and grab as much of this territory as we can safely, while avoiding fighting a Drakon in enemy dominion. But that's the plan. Just gonna check this video. So that was turn 19, thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. We got our enchantment done. That gives us personal regen mostly. Could also do some reanimation if we get some death gems. Yeah, I'll do evocation for Thunderstrike and then we'll go up alt to get some death spells. Proclamations from Mictlan and Phlegra. Man on a Horse and Malum. Disappointing. We rolled into Phaeacia. Nothing here. Just the 10 barbs. Well, I got to see how good Steel Breath is. These guys have like... With aim, they've got like 17 precision. And they can't hit shit. Why is this spell so inaccurate? I don't get it. A grand total of 2... Look at this! How is that... How is that 17 precision? Come on. That's pathetic. Oh, I guess they're trying to get the commander? They didn't though. So out of all those casts, 2 landed? Maybe this was not the spell to go all in on. But we've got Phaeacia now. Unexpected event in Cathedral of Rock. Growth and 2 income from a fertility cult event and some brigands in the woodlands. Finished the fort in Dunheim and yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? We've got the spell. It's our main attack at the moment. We'll just stick with it. Yeah, and I'm not really doing much this turn. I think maybe Pythium might have pulled some of Phlegra's stuff away, because I've got a scout here. I can't see the Drakon anymore. And it's only 3 enemy units. It's possibly they moved away. So I'm just gonna take 1 turn to just push scouts in this direction to see if I can see what's happening. And if the Drakon is left, this army can now just roll into this, I think, and try and take it. That would be quite good. So I'm going to sit here, which will serve 2 purposes. One will just be to get more scouting over here. And the other is that he does have this other army that's marching over towards me. So it might move down. In which case, yeah, it'll be the same army, but I've also got 30 cavemen now as well. So that'll defend. I've put these guys just on unscripted now, since I don't fear a Drakon. I'll just be torrenting a Garte. So yeah, we'll just sit here for a turn. And maybe next turn we roll into this fort and try and take it. We'll see what happens. Until that does happen, not much else going on. I'm going to finish off site searching over here. I'm searching Oak Halls now and Forest of Pine. I'm upgrading this Palisades here to a fortress. That's good. I started recruiting big mages in my cap, so I'll get some Colossi Queens. They're a bit expensive, but 4 rec points, so we'll have more gold next turn. And I'm still just recruiting some Shamblers in the deep sea so that we can take this Lake Province in a couple of turns. And that's really it. We're just holding tight. We can now recruit mages in 3 places, plus we got our first shaman this turn as well. Who's just going to do some site searching for Astral here, because why not? So research might start catching up. Only 112 at the moment. But we can continue to... Oh, I'm not doing it. We can continue to forge Alquills, which I'll now do. And so we'll keep just trying to catch up on research and play very cautiously in this region. And that's pretty much it. Mercenaries are still okay. Got 1 more turn before we have to rebid on the Wolfkin Reavers. And that's it for turn 20. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Got some research done in evocation. I'm going to just go straight to Evo 5. I'll talk about that in a second though. Found a bunch of magic sites as well. We found a Sky Split Oak in Phaeacia for 1 gem per turn. We found a Smolder Stone in Forest of Pine. I think that's fire? Yeah. And Battlefield in Oak Halls, which is a death site, for 1 death gem. And then we spied some battles. So first up, we saw Phlegra attacking Pythium. He's got his God and some Torrents, and we see some new spells. He's got Iron Skin now, in addition to Stone Skin, and also Fire Shield. Pythium tries Mind Burns, that's their approach. And some heavy cav as well. I think they might be on archers. Didn't really do much. That's the end of the heavy cav. Infantry aren't having much luck either. I think these guys are trying to spam Holy Word on the God now as well. I don't think that's having any effect though. And they're out. That didn't go very well for him. It's Greater Wild. He lost 6 Gigantes and that's it. This is unfortunate for us because we were moving these scouts over to see where the God and everything went. To see if we could push into Phlegra's territory. But it looks like he's already had his fight with Pythium and that's over now. So he could very easily move these guys straight back to the fort he was in originally, in one move. So we missed our opening, unfortunately. We also caught a Cartesian scout, and started to starve in Xeftia, unfortunately. Yeah. That brings us to this turn. Yeah, him having new spells is a bit difficult because up until this point, just slamming like tons and tons of light infantry into the Gigantes works pretty well. But no longer. If the Tyrants have Iron Skin and Fire Shield, we can't do that anymore. All these guys will just eventually die to the Tyrants. So we have to play even more defensively now, I think. Still don't really have anything that can just fight big groups of Gigantes. So I'm just going to pull back. This stack is about 9 units. I think it's 12 Gigantes and 3 Tyrants. Or maybe it lost some. But the screenshot from this battle was posted in the public Discord. So I don't think I can even fight this, even with these guys. And Still Breath has not been very good. I just tested it in some local games, and spell is trash, it just doesn't hit enough. So we need some new options. So we'll try Evo for Thunderstrike at 4, which we'll probably communion up to with a few guys. And then maybe Stellar Cascades at 5 as well. Still isn't very good compared to what it used to be, because it's now armor piercing instead of armor negating like it was in the old days. And magic resistance for half. Used to be a lot more impactful than that. But we'll give it a shot. We can do a mixed Thunderstrike and Stellar Cascades communion. Although usually if you're doing Stellar Cascades, you want to go all in on Stellar Cascades, so yeah. And Astral Geyser as well, my favourite spell in the game. Give that a shot. I don't think this is very good against small groups of extremely high hit point units though. You want this against large groups of low hit point units. Don't really know what to do though. I'll pull back, and then the 2 arrows heading into enemy territory are the mercenary we got, which I also don't really want to do this because the mercenary for some reason came with a Armor of Souls. And it would be kind of a shame if we bump an army with this guy and he dies and he gives the Armor of Souls to an enemy. But not much else I can do. I'll send the mercs into Silverfangs, and I'll send all these cavemen into Osensei. Yeah. So we'll try and take at least one of these provinces, assuming that he's going to move down into Beligor or into Xeftia. Those seem like the most likely movements. So we should at least take one of these provinces. And the mercenary company can stealth away if they need to. While I'm doing that, I guess the focus is still just research. We can do lots of recruitment now, so getting a couple of archers and weavers in this fort, getting a couple of light infantry and weavers in this fort, and And I'm getting a Colossi Queen, some light infantry, and some Orichalcum Guards in this fort, who might be okay. They've got a bit of protection. They've got an extremely high damage magic weapon, and when they're blessed, that weapon will also be doing decay. Might be a little bit of a help against some things. So we'll start trying to get out 4 Orichalcum Guards per turn, see if they can make any impact. Other than that, other red lines are just walking around and site searching still. And I'm still forging Alquills. These guys heading home will be able to take up research duties again at least. But if Flegra pushes in, there's not much I can do either way, so we'll just try and get that research done, and that's about all we can do. But that was turn 21. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.